In 2016, Nigeria's economy slipped into recession for the first time in decades. The nation's economy has continued to face serious macroeconomic challenges, and gross domestic product growth for 2016 is estimated at less than 1.5%, with moderate recovery in 2017. Apart from Nigeria's dependence on crude oil, the most challenging factor in the nation's growth and development is the poor management of its energy sector. In spite of efforts by successive administrations, things seem not to improve as most homes and communities do not have access to stable power supply. The transition from Electricity Corporation of Nigeria (ECN) to Power Holding Company of Nigeria (PHCN) and its unbundling leaves a sour taste in the tale of electricity management in Nigeria. In Aba, the commercial nerve center of Abia State, the problem of epileptic power supply has led to a series of protests.
ECDC is not maximizing production.
N'eziokwu ọkụ na-enye anyị ezigbo nsogbu na this our industry. Maka na ọ wụ sọsọ ọkụ ka anyị nwere ike iji na-arụ ọrụ wee na-arụpụta ya osisọ.
Ụmụ machines ndị anyị kwesịrị na-eji arụ ọrụ due to ọkụ a na-adị. So anyị nwere ike use ya without ọkụ.
Small time now we see them, we take the light, they will bring it. At times a day we cannot see it, in a week we cannot see it. See, if I'm using this stove now because of there's no electric. If there's electric, we have the machines where we call heater, where we used to press all these things. If there is a light, we press all this inside that heater.
Electricity is an important thing to us because without electricity, our work will be delayed.
And ọkụ ha ji ahụ ụzọ. Ọ bụ onye nwere ike ịnọta 100 pages a day. Ọ gbaje night ahụ. Yọ ndakọ 50, yọ 150 pages.
We do have problem with electricity because they don't give us constant light for our jobs. If you look around, most of our members they are just working with manually, while they're supposed to use some paper machines and do.
Epileptic power supply has led to business flight from the town. A city that once hosted companies as GBO, CFAO, Leventis, and John Holt. In addition to these, many other companies have relocated from Aba to other cities due to electricity problems or insecurity. Industrialization and technology-based industries cannot thrive in the absence of power supply. For instance, the macro and micro-scale enterprises contribute over 50% of gross domestic product (GDP) in Nigeria. In Aba alone, they contribute immensely to the internally generated revenue of government. The medium and small-scale enterprises, skilled activities, which have given Aba the recognition as the Japan of Africa, have been affected due to epileptic power supply or non-existence of it. These lapses have led to many companies shutting down or scaling down the strength of their employees. Almost at all times we tried to get an interview with EEDC officials, they refused to talk. It is estimated that in Nigeria, 32.41 million persons and workforce depend largely on the stability of the energy sector. Regrettably, the Nigerian Association of Chambers of Commerce and Industry, Mines and Agriculture, NASIMA, says Nigeria loses 5.8 billion naira every 24 hours, with MSMEs recording up to 30 billion naira loss monthly due to inconsistent power supply.
I dey lose here the car 5,000 or 10,000 more car day. You pay car and pay 10,000.
I'm asking them to help us because industry needs light.
Well, in order to improve the governor should talk to the NEPA people, that is the PHN people, that they should put effort. Let them supply us light, because in Abia State today, if there is no light, there is no industry.
Before, we generate electricity in the market through plants. But now, they are going to be proper electricity. And we have urged now the government to come in and generate revenue on electricity.
These are worrying issues that demand solutions. Government's attempt to reverse the trend of unreliability in electricity supply have been half measures or largely political. Government efforts are setting up DISCOs and GENCOs, and recent attempts to bail out the DISCOs points to the dead situation of Nigeria's poor management. Private sector-driven pattern of power generation, distribution and transmission is achievable if the policy is well intended and managed. New equity investors should be encouraged into the power sector, and for the people of Aba, all hope is not lost, as businesses in the city and its environs will soon heave a sigh of relief with an empowered geometrics. Ruth Ohams, MCL News.